Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Xiaoyu. Welcome to Advantech Live Show. And I'll be today's host. And my partner, Alan Gao, he is a product manager at Advantech. He has lots of experience in edge-to-cloud IoT integration. Today's topic is what are the benefits of real-time monitoring and management of your products?
Okay, we know that the trade of IoT is very obviously now, and then we can find more and more business opportunity in current days. So, how to get your products and how to get your equipment can link to the cloud, can get the data from your equipment, and to have more and more service model or business model on your product is a new opportunity. So, how can we do the predict or preventive maintenance for your product is to cut down your maintenance cost and to avoid the loss of equipment is very important topic. So in today's topic, we will talk about that and let you know how based on our Advantech technology can provide you a solution for the real-time monitoring and the vibration monitoring.
First of all, I'd like to introduce today's speakers. They are all Industry 4.0 experts. Welcome Jan Swan. Jan Swan works as a product manager at Advantech. He specializes in industrial real-time control. And welcome Violet. Violet is a project manager from NK. She specializes in signal and vibration analysis with a PhD. And today's live show will be around 40 minutes. We are going to talk about how to get your products or projects more competitive edge in the IoT. Also, they are going to share the latest solution-ready package. During the session, if you'd like to raise any questions, please feel free to leave your message below. Your questions will be answered by the end of the show. Okay, recently Advantech is going to putting forth effort to spreading IoT technologies and applications, including EIS, which is short for Edge Intelligence Services, and Internet of Things SRP, which is short for Solution-Ready Packages. Alan, could you please expand the concepts of these solutions for us?
Okay, to help our customer, to help our Advantech partners to enhance their IoT application or cloud solutions, we provide lots of different solutions and we put lots of resources inside in IoT technology. Since 2015, we start to provide IoT gateway. Okay, that is just for customer to collect data from edge side and put to the cloud. And since 2016, we start to provide EIS, Edge Intelligence Server, because we think about we need to provide more and more intelligence in edge side and help our customer to realize the connection between the cloud and edge. And more important, to realize the intelligence in the edge side. And then in this year, we want to fasten and accelerate the landing of the IoT application. So we start to provide a solution-ready package, SRP. It will include lots of vertical know-how and vertical solution with our gateway, with our products, with our hardware, and provide end-to-cloud solution for our customer can realize their IoT application. It will include a real-time control and include vibration monitoring, and more. We will have the smart lighting. We will have the EV charging solution for our partners. In today, we will focus on real-time monitoring and we will focus on real-time control and vibration monitoring and introduce the details for you and introduce the technical insight for you. Okay, so now shall we start for the first question?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to ask James. According to Industry 4.0, what is the transformation from traditional motion control solution in industrial automation field to get more benefits? Furthermore, what is Advantech latest solution-ready package to deal with the upcoming requests?
Okay, thank you, Xiaoyu. I think for the traditional motion control, we use the PLC-based solution. They have the advantage of the small size reliable, and easy to program. But nowadays we know the PC technology transfer grows very fast. Now customer can easily to get a PC in the very economy price and also very flexible I/O interface. And they are getting more and more applications starting to use PC technology in the embedded field and also the automation field. Okay. So I think there will be additional benefit if we use the PC base. For example, the PLC is hard to deal with the complex algorithm like how to optimize the PID control, how to do the AI algorithm, or in the advanced motion control. You will require the powerful, heavy floating computing ability or the more large memory size to do the computing. Okay, so there will be an additional benefit to using the PC technology. And also the PC technology has developing a lot of general purpose interface. From the very beginning, the ISA bus, the PCI bus, or to now the PCI Express, USB 2.0, 3.0. If customer want to do some add-on function, like in the machine vision, they want to add the camera, they can easily to find the device in the ecosystem, and the interface and the PC technology will make it easier to integrate the hardware and the software into the systems. Okay, and there will also a trend that customer using the PC base to implement the motion control is to integrate the HMI. That's the additional benefit versus to the traditional PLC. Okay, but the HMI is mostly used the Windows as its interface, very friendly UI, but unfortunately, the Windows base is not a real-time OS, it's a general purpose OS. So that will be generate another problem if customer wants to combine the two solutions to deal with motion control and the general purpose HMI at the same time. Okay, so why the real time is so important here we need to deal with is that we know the motion control target mostly to be a servomotor, and most time you will use more than one servomotor, and the interaction time in between will be the benchmark or performance of this machine. Okay, so the real time is very important here. So in the current market, most of people or users using a Windows-based extension module to deal with the real-time under Windows-based OS. Okay. So and I think additional thing is generated from the motion control target. Like I mentioned, is the servomotor, and the servomotor in traditional way they control the motor, the device using the PWM pulse or the analog control. They have some bad things that's very difficult to deal with. Is the first is the layout is very complex to use in the analog, and the distance will be limited because the signal quality will degrade if you use a long distance, and also it will be easy to be interfered by other signals. So for the industrial to apply on the PC technology, they already developed a lot of communication protocol like the EtherCAT or the Modbus or the CAN Open to deal with such solutions. So based on the fact that we saw, there is a trend migrate from the PLC to the PC-based solution for the motion control in the automation market. Okay, so at Advantech, we provide a solution-ready package, E2I 140 to deal with those problems. They have three benefits. First, we provide a real-time OS. The real-time OS, we collaborate with the RDC, the company. They provide the software named RDCAT, can deal with this problem and can process the customer's real-time task with the level of microsecond level. And the extension module can be installed under the Windows-based OS. So customer right now, they can deal with the real-time task and the HMI in the Windows at the same time. And the second is Advantech is a very professional hardware provider. So we have developed some hardware, including the board level, like the MIO 5850, and also the system level EPCS 201, to provide the optimized I/O and the extension interface, so customer can connect to different device they want to have, And combined with the RTCAT, they provide a real-time communication protocol drivers. Let the Ethernet become the EtherCAT. Let the CAN bus become the CAN open. Okay, and let the serial port become the Modbus. Okay. And the last is now we talk about how to connect your device to the cloud. Okay, so Advantech has already provided the wise path to let customer easy to connect your device to cloud and collect data or show the status in the real time. So customer right now through the RISE pass within this SRP, they can monitor in the status of this machine, including the ball temperature or the robotic arms torque, velocity, positions in the real time. So I think in the summary, the SRP E2i140, they started from the hardware in the middle layer, and we plus the Windows space to deal with the HMI, and we provide the real-time extension package to deal with the real-time control task. And downstream, we provide the I/O and also the software protocol to connect to different devices, or like the servomotor or the emergency button or lighting. And the upstream, we can connect to the wise path to doing the data collection or the monitoring or do the big data collection, then to do the predictable maintenance.
Hey James, looks you provide a very complete solution from the edge side to the cloud side, include the board level, include the system level, and the software. Yeah, it's very impressive. But what is the difference with the marketing? Could you give me more details about your solution?
Yes, of course. Here I will separate to the hardware and software two parts. From the hardware, the Advantech embedded SBC, we devote to developing the product that have very unique DNA. Let's say there will be a 3 key DNA. First is smaller size, that's easier to adopt in any industrial or automation field. And the second is we provide a rugged or extreme temperatures solution to customer, because the factory may have anti-vibration, the user scenario may be the outdoor, so require very rugged solutions. And the last is we focus on certain domain-focused features. Like in the automation, we know customer want to have the wide range voltage input from the 12 to 24, or they want to use some very vertical feature like a CAN bus. So we will develop such a interface or features about directly that customer to easily integrate to their system and save the cost or the space. So here I will provide the two solutions for this SRP. The first is a 3.5-inch board level solutions, the ML5850. This solution is focused on the automation, especially for the CNC machine and robotic arm. They have the features like we use the Bay Trail platform, the Intel Bay Trail platform. They can provide a single core, dual core, quad-core solution to deal with different performance requirement. And the second is it has a very good compatibility with the operating system. That's a key issues for customers. The Bay Trail can support up to 15 years longevity with the very good backward compatible on the OS Windows 7, Windows 8, and also the Windows 10. Okay, and additional features like we designed the memory and the storage eMMC on board to deal with the rugged application field, and also. I think we provide a 3 gigabit Ethernet because we studied this market. Most of customers will require the 3, one for the EtherCAT to connect the real-time motion control requirement, and the additional 2 made for a redundant for the internet or some other things that like FPGA. They require the Ethernet to be the connecting interface. And also, we provide some specific interface like CAN bus with 15K voltage isolation. And like I say, the 12 to 24 voltage is very suitable for the automation to use. And for another solution is the EPCS 201. It's based on the Pico IDS board. We provide an embedded PC. The target is to let customer easy to integrate the small PC to their legacy product. Let the product become an E2I equipment or device. So the demand of this inquiry will require very smaller size, mature design that customer can easily to adopt into their system. So it should be a a chassis assistance solution rather than a both solution. That'd be easier to integrate. And we provide a flexibility for extension module that customer can, if their device want to use the Modbus or CAN bus or some other thing, we can expand in this chassis. So the two solution we provide to customer is very easy for their new design or legacy design to become the E2I solutions. So this is the hardware part. And for the software part, our partner RDC provide the real-time extension modules RTCAT. Actually, they can separate the two things. The first is a real-time platform. They can isolate the CPU and the memory and also the peripheral I/O resource like the CAN bus or the Ethernet, and to use by the real-time package to do the real-time task, and left the rest CPU core, memory, and the I/O to use by the HMI. Okay, and the other one is the automation development kit they provide. They provided the automation development kit including the communication protocol, software driver to let the Ethernet become the EtherCAT, okay, to let the serial port become the Modbus. And then furthermore, the RDC, this company has a very strong software ability, so they can help customer to customize if they require any kind of peripheral to use by the real-time extension module. They have to do the I/O driver, like the GPL or COM port or some other things they want to add. We can provide the customization for customer to add those into these extension modules. Okay, so what is the benefit we collaborate with RDC? Is because RDC is a very professional IC design house, not only for the x86 architecture, they're doing the CPU, but also they have a very deep knowledge in the automation. They're doing the EtherCAT slave IC for those servomotor controller. So they know how the CPU work, how the EtherCAT work, the protocol very well. Okay, so that's the first thing that we have the benefit to collaborate with them. And the second is that they have a very good experience, so they generate a lot of sample code for customers to easy for testing or even directly integrate to their software API, SDK. So they're very quick to integrate such a solution. So that's the benefit we can collaborate with the professional company. And in the summary, I think currently in the market, there are some solutions for the real-time extension module for the hardware or for the EtherCAT I/O driver, but most of them are separate vendors. There are very few customers or vendors can provide in one set. That's our benefit. That's our advantage. So customer can get the SRP E2I 140. And we can serve customer in one stop rather than consult to different vendors. That's our advantage.
Okay, thanks, James. Okay, based on James' introduction, we realize Advantech already provide very complex solution for the real-time monitoring, even control solution for our partner. Based on this solution, we can quickly to realize the equipment to network or even more equipment to intelligence solution. But I think another important topic is how to do the device maintenance, because maintenance is very important topic in Factory 4.0, and more how to really understand the equipment status. As you know, a motor is a very important component in our equipment, but currently we cannot very quickly or very easily to understand motor status. Today we introduce Violet to join us to introduce the new technology. We want to use the vibration to understand the motor status and let you know how to use vibration monitoring to realize the equipment maintenance. Hi Violet, could you let me know? Could you introduce how vibration could be the solution for maintenance, please?
Yeah, this is a good question. So first, what is vibration analysis? What is vibration? Vibration is an object of oscillate back and forth about an equilibrium point. The oscillation may be periodic. You can image like the motion of a pendulum or like the simple harmonic motion of a mass spring system. And what is vibration analysis? It means that we analyze the amplitude, phase, and the frequency of one object in order to diagnose the health of a machine. Amplitude is the magnitude of oscillation. Amplitude shows the severe level of equipment damage. Frequency is the number of occurrence of vibration per unit of time. Frequency shows the vibration source of machine damage, and phase shows the time lag of machine vibration between two objects. Phase reflects the vibration mode in equipment operating.
Okay. So, how to do the vibration analytic? Because we can receive the data, but how to do the analytic?
Okay, usually we have three methods to analyze the vibration data: RS, FFT, and STFT. RS is root mean square. It is the most commonly used reference for evaluating vibration in industry, and RS is an average of vibration energy in a time window. Rotational machine manufacturers such as shaft or bearing manufacturers use RNS as an important index for quality control and diagnosis. The manufacturers measure the acceleration of operating shaft and compute RNS as an identification for stability of the machine. FFT is a fast Fourier transform. It converts a time signal to a frequency signal for checking the frequency and amplitude distribution in the signals. STFT is a short-term Fourier transform. It is a mathematical transform related to FFT, and the STFT is used to calculate the instant frequency, amplitude, and the phase of the signal. For a machine with changing rotational speed, STFT will show accordingly changing frequency, while FFT only deals with constant frequency signal.
Okay, looks like we have lots of different algorithms or methods to look inside the data. But how can we get the result? What kind of damage or what kind of hint we can get from the data and help us to understand the damage of the equipment or damage of the motor?
Yeah, we can see the damage or anomaly of the machine on shaft, bearing, gear, rotor, or motor, or others. And also we can check the unbalanced problem. Unbalance is the shaft center damage the rotational center, and it is usually caused by dimensional tolerance in manufacturing or the improper assembly. Rotational object deforms where contamination by small hard particles. And then we can see the first order frequency in the FFT spectrum, and this shows unbalance. And also we can check the misalignment problem. Misalignment is that two shafts do not link in a line when connecting each other. It will cause bearing or coupling damage, foundation bolt looseness, bearing temperature increasing, and motor current increasing. A misalignment will have a first order, second order, and the third order frequency in the FFT spectrum.
Okay, after we understand what is vibration analysis and how to do vibration analysis, I wonder what are the applications when we see the status of a motor?
After we know the status of a motor, we can do predictive maintenance, machine health monitoring, and production history. This solution goes with few steps. First, measurement, and second, data acquisition for getting raw data, and then you have to do data analysis to extract feature frequency. Next, set threshold. So this system will predict the damage of a machine object, and we can maintain and fix in advance to keep the product capacity. Also, this system will help to test the stability in quality control to ensure excellent product history.
And Violet, could you please analysis of spectrogram for us?
Okay, let me show you a case of a helicopter accident. The upper picture is an acoustic signal from the helicopter, and the bottom is a spatial graph. The horizontal coordinate is time, the vertical one is frequency, and the color is the magnitude of the signal. We can see the strip, few horizontal lines. They are harmonics generated by propeller, and they can help to estimate fundamental frequency. Also, here we can see frequency change. This means the damage occurred at this time. Then the frequency is getting lower and disappear. Here is the time of the helicopter crash.
Who are the main users for this solution?
Okay, this solution is the best fit for three kinds of groups. First, for machinery makers to monitor the precision of machinery to avoid unbalance, damage, and other problems. Second, for machinery users to prevent cut damage and defect product. Third, for equipment users to avoid equipment malfunction and to avoid production capacity decreasing.
Okay, thank you, Violet. So I'd like to know what kind of solution or what kind of services do you and Advantech provide to us?
Okay. Advantech will fully co-work with NCAT, and we will provide the vibration monitoring solution. We call it SRP E2Y120. Okay, it will include the sensor and our EIS for the edge computing, and include the NCAT software inside, and we will connect the data to the cloud to our wise path inside in Azure. Okay, as a default cloud services, and we will provide a dashboard and provide a user interface for our customer can easily to understand their motor status and to do the threshold control, threshold condition monitoring, and for the vibration and more for the preventive maintenance. And more, I can say that you can think if you buy our our SRP E2Y120, you buy one barrel in your company, yeah. So we'll provide a very complete solution, include the analytics side and include the edge computing side to help you to do the vibration monitoring. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Alan. Now I have received several questions from our audience. But due to time limitation, I would have our speakers answer two questions. First question is, what kind of OS version does RDCat provide to us?
Okay, so yeah, this question goes to me, right?
Yes.
So the ArchiCAD currently they can support the OS with 32-bit. Okay, so like Windows 7 32-bit or the Windows 10 32-bit. And we also have a plan to support the 64-bit by the end of this year. Okay, so currently customer can use the Windows 7, Windows 10 with 32-bit to support to get the real-time extension module.
Thank you. And another question is also for RDCat. Which brand of servomotor does RDCat provide support?
Okay. Yeah, it's a good question. I think there are too many servomotor or EtherCAT device in the market, and although EtherCAT is the standard version, but actually they will meet a lot of connectivity or compatibility issue practically way. So currently we have choose the most popular brand to support the servomotor like the Seiyo, Panasonic, Yaskawa, Delta, Shilin, CPC, or the Teco. So if customer want to connect to the other servomotor within this list, RDC also provide a test tool that can use to scan all the EtherCAT device on the EtherCAT bus. Okay, and they will generate the initial C language code automatically. Okay, and if customer meets some problem that is connected appropriately, this tool can also generate a log file that you can send to the Advantech or RDC to help you to to solve the compatibility issue remotely. Yeah.
Okay, I have some question for Valen. So in our SRP E2Y120, we will provide a sensor for our customer, right? Could you customer ask about the spec of the sensor? Could you give me some details?
Yes, the most important spec is the sample rate. Our sensor is two axes, and our sensor is with the anti-aliasing, and the sample rate is 5,000 Hz, and the maximum frequency is 2,500 Hz.
Okay, thank you, Valen. Okay, here is the final question. Okay, let's about where to buy these two SRP. Okay, please contact your Advantech contact window. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you for all your questions. For those questions we have answered, we will answer you through email. If you need further information, please contact Alan and James. Here's their email. Okay, by the way, Advantech is going to have an IoT co-creation summit of 6,000 people, and we are pleased to welcome you to join us. Please click the link below to learn more details, and see you in our next webinar. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.